Well, hello there, my little sod legs. Hello there, my hunk of hanging meat. You look one leg short of a three-leg feeder. I was trying to theme my intro to the feeders, but now I just sound like a creep. Sup, nerds? I'm back. So we now have 2 feeder packs in the Hunter Call Wild. And aside from how amazing I think these are, was this a ripoff from the devs that made the game? So let's make like a black bear and let's bust this box feeder open and get started talking about it. So last year on October 21st of 2025, we got feeder pack 1, which was amazing because we were able to bring animals to the feeders and bring them to us and kind of manipulate where we wanted them to go, which was obviously amazing. Duh. This was also groundbreaking for grinders because it gave us the opportunity to have another option to grind great ones, such as moose, black bear, wild boar, whitetail, and fallow. However, there was a major feeling of amongst the community because some of the species that we really wanted to attract were not attracted to the feeders at all. I tried this myself and no, it didn't work. I know for myself, I was really bummed out because I was really hoping that tar were going to be attracted to at least one of the feeders because I really wanted to grind tar. It was a horrible situation. That wasn't until February 24th of this year, 2026, when Feeder Pack 2 was announced. Now, this took grinding to a whole new level with what we were able to see, which animals were going to be attracted to these new feeders. This added the carcass feeder, the mineral lick, and the scent tube to the game. And these were going to attract predators, scavengers, and bovines to the feeders. I lost my mind because I knew right away, oh my gosh, I'm going to be able to grind tar. I was like, what in tarnation, man? I'm sorry, I'll stop with the tar puns. I will. I know they're unbearable. Sorry. I'll stop. I have had my own incredible success with the feeders and I absolutely love them. I have every intention of making some videos on my own success and setup guides with feeders that I have personally had. However, what I want to talk about is, was this a ripoff from the devs? Because there are some major similarities with these game packs that, quite honestly, they should have just released this as a whole combined thing. So here's the thing. I absolutely love the feeder packs. I have found myself using feeder pack 2 way more than the feeder pack 1 stuff. So as much as I absolutely love the idea and the concept and everything that comes with it, was it totally necessary? Probably not. On a logistical side, I truly feel that Game Feeder Pack 2 was just kind of a ripoff and they should have just combined it. It kind of looked like a cash grab, and I know I'm not the only one that sees it that way, but the fact that we ended up with a feeder pack months prior and then another one that is so similar that kind of to an extent kind of feels like you don't necessarily need Feeder Pack 1 anymore. So here's the thing with Feeder Pack 1, and if you look in the codex, it shows you which animals are attracted to which feeder, and you can kind of do some looking in for yourself, but I'll try to give you the basic gist of it because when I looked into this, I was kind of like, this is interesting. So with Game Feeder Pack, you are able to attract all bear species and all pig species. You can do that with the bait barrel. And with the box feeder, you can also attract many of the bear species and you have all your deer species as well. With the post feeder, it just opens up a whole other gate of possibilities because you have all the bunny species that you can get and so many more of the deer species that you are not able to attract with the box feeder. Now, granted, with Feeder Pack 2, yes, there were animals added that you could not attract with the previous feeder pack. Specifically being in-game Feeder Pack 2, we have the carcass feeder, and something that everybody has wanted is to be able to attract snow leopards, tigers. However, where it gets interesting is when you look at the mineral lake, what you can attract with that. One of the reasons why I feel like Feeder Pack 1 is kind of irrelevant now is because if you look at the list of deer species that we can attract now, it's kind of pretty much the same as Game Feeder Pack 1. Game Feeder Pack 2, now we are able to attract goats, sheep, and antelopes. So I know a lot of people were excited because you were able to attract the ibex species. There are a lot of species in that list, though, that are also in Feeder Pack 1. One of the things that Feeder Pack 1 did not deliver, though, was the fact that we are able to attract bovines now, which include Bantam, Cape Buffalo, Eurasian bison, plains bison, water buffalo, wild yak, and wood bison. For me, I was excited about that because I love yak. But again, there are a lot of deer species that are the same that you can attract with Game Feeder Pack 1. With the scent tube feeder, you are also able to attract all the pig species, which again, you are able to do in Feeder Pack 1. The exceptions of being the new species, you have the felines now with Mexican bobcat, Eurasian lynx, and snow leopard. And you have the canines, which you can now attract red fox, coyote, jackals, gray fox, raccoon dogs, Tibetan fox, gray wolf, and Iberian wolf, which for me personally, the wolves is where it's at, and the fox, once I can figure out how to grind fox with this feeder. You also have scavengers and omnivores, American mink, common species raccoon, Eurasian pine marten, Eurasian badger, black bear, Eurasian brown bear, and grizzly bear. But again, there are bear species that were already able to be attracted with Game Feeder Pack 1. So when you look at all those animals that Game Feeder Pack 2 attracts, my big question when I first started looking into editing and putting together this video, do you really need Game Feeder Pack 1? And now my mother is doing hot water and it is very loud. Do you really need Feeder Pack 1? I don't think so, because pretty much all the species that you can get attracted in Feeder Pack 1, you can do in Feeder Pack 2. I don't fully understand some of the decisions of the devs lately, because it really feels like they're not listening to the community, but can't really do anything about that. The fact that we got a Feeder Pack so close to another release of a second one, honestly, in my opinion, as much as I love the pack, I think was absolutely ridiculous, and they should have just combined it. The thing with these feeder packs that is really incredible to me, though, is that this changes the game as far as grinding. So if you grind for great ones, this is huge. I personally had a amazing time with Wolf and the feeders, and I plan on doing a video on that because I haven't popped a great one yet, but boy, I love grinding Wolf from the scent tube. Absolutely phenomenal. I'll probably never go back to Drink Zones again. But what do you think about this? I'd like to know in the comments, because I, again, find it so interesting that they released two different packs so close to each other, and it kind of feels like Feeder Pack 2 just kind of killed Feeder Pack 1. If you have not gotten either of these, I honestly wouldn't waste your money on Feeder Pack 1. I would just get Feeder Pack 2, because Feeder Pack 2 can pretty much supply all the needs that you need. So if you enjoyed this video, if you would please take that lovely carcass feeder and attract the subscribe button, and then once you got it in your sights, just BAM! That would be a huge help to me, and I would so appreciate it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you get as much out of the feeder pack as I have, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.